Hello there, gang, and welcome to Displaying-Model-Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. I'm sure you're probably wondering, what in the blue blazes is this? Well, I just wanted to do the intro outside, because I can't film in front of my desk anymore, because my room is half taken down. So I thought I would just start the show outside, because it feels so sterile when it's just in front of the green screen. I'm going to go in front of the green screen now, but I want it to be like, hey, look at the beautiful world around us. Isn't this a beautiful thing? Yeah, it is. All right, let's go to the green screen and talk toys now. McFarlane Toys, or Todd McFarlane himself, I mean, he is McFarlane Toys, have put out an official press release saying, gird your loins, folks, because prices are going to go up. And I appreciate them being straight up with this. Let me just rattle it off for you so you can enjoy my dulcet tones. So they posted, DC Multiverse core item SMRP is now $24.99 due to 20% tariffs imposed on imports from China to the United States. Some of our products will see price increases effective immediately. We will have worked hard to minimize the impact and have limited these adjustments to only certain items. As always, our priority is to bring fans the best products at the most affordable prices possible. We appreciate your continued support and understanding. So we knew that these were probably going to be hitting. These tariffs, these price changes, these adjustments, they were coming, and now they're here. They've landed. And McFarlane, at least they're being straight up about what it's going to entail, how they're going to do their best to minimize things. Unfortunately, it seems like the general understanding with these tariffs is that the logic is that, oh, well, it's going to encourage companies to manufacture in the US. But the problem is, it's still cheaper to manufacture abroad because the wages are so low. I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's difficult. You can't get on your high horse. I can't go, oh, boo, tariffs, yay, slave labor. It's a tricky, sticky, nutty, chewy, chocolatey issue, however you want to slice it. God, I'm hungry. But yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better as far as prices are concerned. And the good thing is that it means that maybe it'll force us to be a bit more selective and a bit more discerning with our action figure choices. That's the way I'm trying to look at it. But basically, there is no good spin. Things are going to get expensive. Y'all get ready. Gang, it's time to take a quick pause for the cause and tell you about this channel's sponsor, Crosslist. I wish I knew about Crosslist sooner. I only work with companies and brands that actually, I feel, add something to the collecting space. And Crosslist is something that honestly I think is pretty essential if you collect action figures and if you sell action figures as well, or anything else for that matter. What Crosslist does is you input the sales information to Crosslist and then they send it out to all these different marketplaces, be it eBay, Poshmark, Vinted, Facebook, Depop, Mercari, Railed, Shopify, Etsy. Anywhere that you want to place your advertisement, Crosslist will be able to distribute that, and then you can manage it all through Crosslist. So rather than spending hours and hours, in my case, sending all the information to different sites, you can just do it through Crosslist, and then they distribute it all themselves. They do all the work, and then you can manage it through there. Honestly, it's an amazing game changer that I wish I had when I was selling so many action figures. But hey, there's a whole bunch more action figures I'm going to be selling in the future. And when I do, I'm going to do it through Crosslist because they simplified the process so much. It's such an incredible time saver. It encourages me to sell more figures. And it might encourage you to as well. So go check them out in the link in the description below. And honestly, I think you'll be glad you did. What do you got? Hoorah! What do you got? I'll tell you what we got. We got a whole bunch of McFarlane news to talk about. So, first of all, pre-orders. Pre-orders are up for 3 big hitters coming from McFarlane Toys in their DC Multiverse line. First up, I think the real show pony of the group is Supergirl. I don't like McFarlane Toys, but she actually looks like a really good figure. I think this is going to be popular. I remember Power Girl sold out real fast, and this girl's up for pre-order now as well. So if you want her, you might want to go get your hands on her quick smart. But if you're not sure if you want her, don't let the potential sellout sway you. And I'm talking to myself here because I'm the ultimate victim of that. I'll kind of not really be interested in something, and then I'll see that it's sold out, and I'm like, oh, I have to buy it now. No, you don't. Did you really want it? Ask yourself that. But she does look good, bottom line. Then we're getting Kingdom Come Superman. So Alex Ross Superman, looking very regal. Again, cloth goods capes. McFarlane, I always give credit where it's due. The cloth goods capes look nice. I wonder if Mattel are going to follow up with that. Hopefully they will do, because clearly DC fans have become accustomed to a few certain things, and a stand there as well. Man, Maximum Spider-Man doesn't come with a stand, but your regular, well, not regular, but your McFarlane toys. Superman comes with a stand. Of course he does. He flies. It should just come as standard. Dave, don't start ranting. And then finally, for this lot, we've got the Grim Knight and Killer Croc 2-pack. And when this was first revealed, I asked you guys, is this Killer Croc just a repaint of the Arkham one? And it turns out that no, you tell me that there's a different head, some different sculpting going on with the arms. So they have put in some work and some effort to really make him fit more in line with the regular DC comic book universe. So I appreciate that. And yeah, all of these guys are up on Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, the usual places where you buy action figures. And we're still not done with McFarlane toys. We've also got some preview images of the DC Multiverse Hourman from the JSA, that being the Justice Society of America. I feel like I wanted to say that just to be like, see, I do know a thing. I'd love it if that wasn't actually what it stood for. But yeah, we're getting Hourman, complete with yellow cowl and classic, old school, very retro, vintage kind of costume. So another one for your DC shelf. It seems like with the end looming, McFarlane toys are going into overdrive. Oh, before I forget, there's also the cowardly lot, Batman as well. So many Batmen, it's very difficult to get all of these pre-orders and reveals confused, but there's a different cowardly lot Batman. So those are the ones up for pre-order now, but we've also had a few sneak peeks as well. So first of all, there's going to be a classic Deadshot. I won't linger too long because you know when the pre-orders are up, we're going to get all the pretty pictures. But there's Deadshot, there's going to be Year 2 Batman, who has the gun, I think, as well, which is kind of fun because those who know, like OG Batman, he was packing heat. So that's kind of cool. And hey, McFarlane are always going to try and squeeze out as many Batmen as they can do before they lose the license. I wonder what the over-under is for Batman numbers when it's all said and done. There must be over 100 Batmen out there. I wonder what the final number is going to be. Then also, we're going to be getting Adam Strange, who I don't even really know the character, but I love the very retro sci-fi 1950s Flash Gordon kind of look to him. I actually kind of love that, I really do. But then we got these really, really fun, small little super deformed characters. And we've seen a couple of these with Batman and Bane. Now we're getting 3 more. And honestly, I really love them. They're grotesque and weird, but brilliant. So we're getting Superman with the ridiculous broad shoulders, the quiff, the square jaw. I love that. Then King Shark with the big old ridiculous boxing gloves. If I was ever going to have a DC collection, I actually wouldn't mind just having a crazy set of these little statues. And then Killer Croc again. Killer Croc getting some FaceTime in the year 2025. All of those, I just like them. Occasionally something quirky and weird and random will come along and it'll tickle me. And these, I feel suitably tickled. King of the dioramas, Duarte Studios has unveiled his, dare I say, the pièce de la résistance. His amazing octopus. No, that's not it. His magnum opus. That's it. This is the Mighty Command Center, which looks very similar to a certain Power Rangers base. $2,000, but look at what you're getting for the money involved. So we got pre-orders currently available. This diorama through Duarte Studios, you can buy it through Shopify. It will be $2,000 with a $250 deposit for the base model and a $450 deposit for the Android Zordy. Man, there's just so much stuff here to just geek out over. So this whole thing, 500 LED lights, 100 feet of wiring, USB powered, 45 inches wide, 41 inches deep. Just absolutely incredible. A work of art. Honestly, not being a huge Power Rangers fan, like, this doesn't do it for me, but if Duarte Studios put this work and this kind of application into a street scene, I fell in love with ramen toys, but I'm a fickle pickle. You know, you want to do something to rival the Ramen Toys Musk Lair? Bring it on. Give me something to get giddy over. Because for Power Rangers fans, you're got to be A, thrilled, and B, terrified, because suddenly you're like, okay, how am I going to drum up $2,000? Let's do this. How much blood can I sell before it gets dangerous? I love this, dude. Round of applause to Duarte Studios, man. This is something pretty special. Brutal Realm, getting the juices flowing, the excitement juices. That sounds worse. I should have just left it at juices. I thought that sounded weird, and I thought, no, let's clarify. Excitement juices. That's going to be the name of this episode, isn't it? So we got the official reveal of the factory-ready Chief Mato from Brutal Realm. And yeah, the Brutal Realm figures are just looking so good, and they're all going to be available to order through Big Bad Toy Store, I do believe. I'm going to double, triple that just to make sure. But I don't need more toy lines. Brutal Realm, you're killing me. You're really killing me, especially with more of the bigger, even more elaborate figures. Like the basic ones look good enough, and I'm like, okay, but then the more zhuzhed up, kind of crazy, awesome tribute-looking figures, I'm like, dang it, maybe just one. Maybe I gotta get just one. And this Chief here, oh, he looks incredible, but they all do. Why are toys so expensive? And why are they getting more expensive? This is a rich man's hobby. And I ain't rich. But dang, I wish I was, because I would literally buy everything. A big surprise coming from Neca. They're doing a store exclusive, as in like Neca online store exclusive, TMNT Jim Henson 90s 5-pack with the OG 4 Turtles and the ghostly Splinter. Now, help me out, guys, because, you know, I never claimed that I was a smarty. But this ghostly Splinter was very hard to come by. Very, very hard to find originally, and was fetching a pretty penny. Like, he was going for a big price. So I think people who might have been holding on to him for some investment purposes might be a bit disappointed to have seen this. Because was it a Comic-Con exclusive? I feel like it might have been. But now, if you don't have these already, you can get the whole set together. $169.99. And honestly, I would recommend that if you don't have them and you want them, these are still my favorite Turtles. We have got so many different versions of the Turtles out there, from everything from Mezco to third-party companies, unofficial, don't call them Turtles, all over the shop. But still, the Jim Henson designs are my absolute favorites, runaway favorites. And it's not just the nostalgia, it's the puppetry, able to just put a sense of soul and personality in these figures, and they recreated them incredibly by Neca. Bravo. Take a moment just to celebrate and applaud Neca for a toy they made 5-6 years ago. But I love these, and giving people a chance to buy them again, that's fantastic, with a whole bunch of new accessories as well. There's a spectral campfire with an LED, so you got the light up features there as well. The more I look at this, the more I think, well, I can't buy them again, I've got them already. But a big part of me really wants to. Boss Fight Studios representing Lucha Libre. And this is kind of funny because these guys are all in different promotions now. So we got this here. It says, officially licensed collection brings the Munoz dynasty to life with 3 of the biggest names in Lucha Libre. So we're getting Dragon Lee, who's currently over in WWE at the moment, the fearless high flyer who conquered Mexico, the US, and Japan. Then we got Dralistico, who's over in AEW, carrying on his family's legacy. And then finally we got my favorite, Roosh, who I feel is so underpushed in AEW. The dude is a beast. Of all the people that I wouldn't want to get in the ring with, it would be Roosh. He genuinely terrifies me every time I see him on TV. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. So these are 1/12 scale figures, 32 points of articulation, and they're available where all good action figures are sold. And yeah, I really like the look of these guys. Mondo. Just talking about the McFarlane deformed figures. I don't know what it is about deformed figures, but I just think they're kind of cute. In the words of Marge Simpson, I just think they're neat. And now, Mondo, if you don't want the 4.5-inch ones, you can get a big chunky boy. This Doctor Doom, just look at it. It's so ridiculous. I really love him. I really do love this. On sale now, flush with the power of the Beyonders, our Doctor Doom soft vinyl figure destroys worlds, debones Eternals, and blasts lesser beings into oblivion. 10 inches tall. I'm quite taken by this and the Juggernaut. I love both these guys. I mean, what a silly, bonkers centerpiece you could have for a collection. Don't need it, not going to buy it, but I'm going to enjoy looking at the pretty pictures because, dang it, Mondo, I love this nonsense. Mondo also have a couple of big WonderCon exclusives. First of all, we're getting the Harnessing the Power of Ka. I got to read this off because I need to actually see for myself. Tila has ascended to become the mystic guardian of Grayskull. Okay, so this is the ascended Tila. I knew it was some kind of version variant of the regular character. 1/6 scale green snake lady. Yeah, I'm sold on all of the Mondo He-Man figures. All of them look so incredible because I'm not a fan of their animated style figures. We'll get to that one next. But they're more realistic, kind of. I mean, you know what I mean by realistic. But they just look incredible. And this, 3 different heads. I love the Cobra headdress as well. If anyone out there watching has like the full set of all the Mondo He-Man figures, let me know, because boy, I would love to see that. And then going over to the aforementioned animated figures, we're getting brown costume Wolverine from X-Men 97. So yeah, I'm not such a fan, and I've heard not great things about some of the QC with some of the animated figures. But what they've done as a package, like we're talking about all the maximum potential Marvel figures, what you get here, I think that would be a pretty decent maximum Wolverine right there. You've got 6 different heads, all with very unique looks, a swap-outable torso, all the accessories, the slashing effects, a stand. You did that, a Marvel Legends Wolverine for $50, I'd be okay with that. I think they wouldn't do it, but that's what I would look at and go, yeah, you know what? That'd be money well spent right there. So yes, if you like your animated 97 version of Wolverine, then Mondo have got you covered, as long as you're going to be at WonderCon. And one for the video game fans out there. Friend of the show, Selena. I know that she's very, very excited for this one, and rightly so, because we're getting this gorgeous looking 6-inch, 1/12 scale Ada Wong. And just with the soft goods and all of the accessories, just looks like another little one of those action figure works of art. That's what I always mark out for, because it's all well and good to have a figure that's just, pumped into a mold and popped out of a factory, but ones that have like little itty bitty little bits of detail that just make it feel so zhuzhed up and just worth the money for the craftsmanship that's gone into it. I gotta stop making episodes of Good News because everything I look at, I want. And I can't get everything. I've got to remind myself every day that happiness comes from in here and not what's on that shelf. But, what's on the shelf definitely helps. Because also, you want to be happy and surrounded by awesome action figures. So if I get this, I'd be halfway there. I'm only kidding. I'm actually a very happy person, especially with the prospect of going back to England. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up for this channel soon. And who knows, maybe that might include Ada Wong as well. Star Wars The Black Series have revealed their Night Trooper figures from the Ahsoka show. It was Ahsoka, yes. These... Yes, you know me. For me, Disney Star Wars is more misses than it is hits. But the idea of zombie stormtroopers, that's just so wicked. And someone once said, well, isn't zombie stormtrooper kind of like putting a hat on a hat? Because stormtroopers are already kind of faceless legions that just keep on coming. So making them zombies as well, I'm like, nah. I'm actually not going to have that. No, the idea of a zombie stormtrooper is so wicked. Also because just visually, you rarely see messed up stormtroopers. They're always so clean and pristine. So seeing ones with their helmet ripped away and the gnarly, decrepit, necrotic flesh underneath, it just feels wrong seeing that. Like you're seeing something you shouldn't be privy to, and that makes it so cool. So these designs, really wicked. I think people might want to army build the heck out of these, and honestly, I can't blame them because they do look pretty wicked. Now, this might be rumor and scuttlebutt, but I want to cover it because then if it does happen, I can go, hey, you heard it here first. RoboSen, who make the incredible, ridiculous, actual transforming Transformers, they might be doing a Devastator. Which, considering that the average RoboSen figure costs almost $1,000, that's going to devastate your wallet. But I mean, look, if you've got, I don't know, what would probably be, $6,000, $7,000 to spend, why wouldn't you want to spend it on an actual converting Devastator? I don't know how it could actually convert into the Gestalt Devastator. I don't think you could actually make that happen. But just doing all of them individually, The concept is there. Whether or not it becomes a reality, I don't know. But I wanted to speculate on it. What do you guys think? Do you think this thing might actually happen? Because if it does, that would be probably the ultimate action figure ever made. Move over, Mythic Legion's dragon. There's a new dog in town, and his name's Devastator. But right now, it's just speculative Devastator. But hey, sometimes it's fun to speculate. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. What did you think about the items covered? Comment below and let me know. And if you want to support the show, then you can grab yourself a nice little Model Behaviour channel membership where you can enjoy all the different live streams that we do almost every day. Just today, we were talking all about the worst and best costume redesigns that we've ever had in comic books. Day before that, we were talking about X-Force, or at least we started talking about X-Force, and then I just got distracted in all sorts of different tangents. Before that, we were talking about all the reviews coming in about Maximum Spider-Man. I was saying all the reviews. It turns out there was only like one, but hey, we were talking about the one review. So yeah, the Model Behaviour channel member live streams, always a fun chance to get to interact and hang out. It's still a favorite part of my day. And I love the fact that I start my days with that, because then I carry on the rest of the day with a big old goofy ass smile on my face. So gang, thank you all channel members, and thank you also if you're not a channel member and you're just watching this, because you know what? I really appreciate that. And yeah, there you go. I'm almost made it to the end of the spiel without just rambling like an idiot. Shall we finish this? Let's finish this. Okay, gang, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.